Hello family members, my name is Amara Odago and you're welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited today because I'm bringing you a very interesting, informative and educative video. Guys, in this video today, I will be sharing you how you can actually get your documents legalized for whatever purpose through a proxy. That means you don't have to be there to do this legalization yourself in the Spanish embassy in whatever country that you are. Once there's Spanish embassy in that region, then you're good to go. I'll be telling you everything you need to know because there are a lot of changes that have actually happened over time due to many reasons, and some people don't know about these changes, and it's very important that we know what is happening at every point in time so that you're not stranded or you don't get the wrong information and do the wrong thing and waste time. So guys, if you're meeting me for the very first time, my name is Amara Odago, as I've earlier mentioned, and here on my channel I bring to you a lot about Spanish relocation, a lot about how to get yourself legalized, and also just give you lifestyle vlog here in Spain as an immigrant. So just do the needful, guys. Share this video because of course you'll be helping a lot of people who actually don't know what they need to know in order to get these documents legalized. Also, comment in the comment section. Just tell me if you are in a fix getting your papers legalized, or if there's something that you do not quite understand that I've talked about in this video. Let's get busy in the comment section. I love to hear your feedback. Also, give this video a big thumbs up if you feel that you love my content. And please do not forget to subscribe, turn on your bell notification so whenever I post, you'll be the first to be notified. Without further ado, let's get straight into this. You're welcome back, guys. As I said earlier, it is very possible for your document to be legalized by a proxy. The proxy I mean is by some other person other than yourself. So if you are abroad, probably you're in Spain and you need your documents in Spain legalized, but you don't want to travel over to, let's say, Nigeria, you can actually do so by sending these documents to Nigeria, to your proxy, the person who will be representing you at the Spanish office in Lagos, because we know that Lagos State is the state where Spanish embassy is actually, located. So you can actually send this document, whatever you want to legalize, probably your marriage certificate, your childbirth certificate, send it to that person. But also, you will have to add the three things that I'm going to be mentioning in a bit. Number one, I'm looking down because I want to call it out as it's meant to be without any mistakes. So if you have a pen and a paper, please do well to jot this down. Original power of attorney issued by a Spanish notary public. So this is power of attorney. That means you're actually giving the person the authority to go into Spanish embassy in Nigeria to legalize your own documents. That is what this power of attorney will do for that person. So it's very important that you get this. It's actually a paid document. So when you want to get this power of attorney in Spain, you're actually going to be paying for it. I don't know the exact amount that they pay for power of attorney, but I know it's actually paid for. It's not free. So you're going to be getting this, and make sure it has to be issued by a Spanish notary public. You don't just go anywhere to go and get this. It has to be issued by a Spanish notary public. Also, you can get an original authorization letter addressed to the Spanish consulate and registered in a Spanish public registry in any Spanish administrative office. So if you don't have your power of attorney, you have to have a letter, or an original authorized letter has to be addressed to the Spanish consulate. And also, it has to be from a Spanish notary registry. Make sure that you get the details correctly. Also, you have to have original affidavit legalized in the Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja. Original affidavit legalized in Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja. This is also very important, guys. You have to have all these documents. I've mentioned 3 documents now. These are the documents that you need to get in order for you to send somebody to represent you, in order to legalize whatever document. You don't have to legalize just one document. You can be legalizing 3 documents at the same time. It does not matter. So guys, these are the 3 documents that you need to have in your file, together with the document that you need to be legalized. So when you're sending these documents, make sure that you get the authorization letter, make sure you get original power of attorney, and also an original affidavit, which will be legalized in the Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja. These 3 documents, plus maybe your marriage certificate or birth certificate. I don't know what you want to be legalizing, so I'm just using that as an example. You gather all these documents together and you send it to the person, your proxy, whoever that person may be. But before you choose a proxy, there are some things you have to bear in mind. Number 1, the proxy in question, who you want to use to legalize these documents, you must make sure that that proxy has like a means of identification, probably a national identity card, where they can actually use that to get access into the embassy in Lagos. Remember, we're using Lagos as a case study here. So you can use the national identity card. If the person does not have a national identity card, and the person just has that, there's a photocopied one that people use as temporal national identity card, that also is valid. You can also gain access to the embassy using the photocopied temporal national identity card. Also, if the person doesn't have a national identity card, doesn't have the temporal national identity card, the person can use an international passport to gain access into the embassy. If the person does not have this either of the 3 identifications, I'm sorry, but the person will not be able to gain access into the Spanish embassy in Lagos. It's not going to be possible. Whether you have a driver's license is not acceptable. Maybe office identity card is also not acceptable. So have to make sure that the person who you're sending has an international passport or has a national identity card. These are the 2 documents that can identify the person before the person gains access into the Spanish office or consulate in Lagos. Also, I would like to bring to your notice that in order to gain access, you need to book an appointment. Booking an appointment 2 years ago it took 1 week. You just have to send them an appointment request. In that, I'll be putting the email address up here. I'll put in the email address so that you know the address, or I'll also be leaving it down in the description box below so that you know where to send this, request. You're going to be stating your name. You can say, I am Azuka Odago, wishes to request for the legalization of, you put the name of the person who is actually going to be legalizing the documents. Like you can say Benita Okoje wishes to legalize the documents, the birth certificate of Benita Okoje, and Madala Mohammed, and you now put I wish to legalize this document, and you just send it. Thank you. Finish. You send it, and they're going to be sending you a response that same day. So if you don't get a response, you have to resend this request through this email address. If you don't get a response, send it again, and you definitely get a response. But when I did it 3 years ago, I usually get a response, and the dates that will be issued will be like next week. So if I book it this week, they will give me next week dates. But right now, things have changed so much that when you book this week, you're going to be given 3 months. That means you're going to be given an appointment 3 months time, which is a very long time. So if there's something you're working on, you need to put this into consideration and know that you need to start early to book this appointment, get your document legalized in order to meet up with whatever you're going to be doing in Spain. Guys, very important. Also, I would like to bring to your notice that there are fees that will be paid at the embassy in order to legalize documents. Legalizing of documents is not free, has never been free. So since you're going to be sending someone, it's good that you give the person enough money. And by the way, legalization of documents cannot be paid using your credit card. It's usually paid cash. You have to give them cash, and if you need, maybe if you don't have change, it's even good you go with the exact sum. If the money is whatever, maybe with 200 on top of it, you just go with that exact sum, prepare it, go with that exact sum, so that you don't give anybody stress in looking for change. And also don't go with credit card and say you want to pay with POS. They don't accept POS payments at that location. They pay cash in the embassy. So whenever you're sending the person, send the person with cash and tell the person to actually withdraw the money before going to the embassy. Because once you get to the embassy, you remember the embassy, the time that is allowed to be in that embassy is just 2 hours. In order for them to see you, they started by 8 o'clock and they close seeing outsiders by 10, and they're very strict with this. So if you want to go into the embassy, it's good you just withdraw your money beforehand, then go into the embassy. You're not going to be allowed to go into the embassy with your phone, so you cannot communicate with anybody outside. So that's why it's better you just withdraw your cash and go into the embassy with that cash. Before now, legalizing a document in Spanish embassy in Lagos costs 2,900 per page. But things have so much changed that now to legalize a page of a document is 18,400. I'll be posting that here so that you take notes. 18,400 naira is how much it costs in order to legalize a document. Do you see how much difference that is? So just in case you've watched a video previously and they told you, oh, to legalize a document in Spanish embassy in Lagos costs 2,900, and you give the person 2,900, and also to an authentication of photocopies for one document per page was 1,300 before, now is actually 1,500. That's not much of a difference, but if you don't know, you don't know. So I'm going to be posting the before here and now, what is applicable now here, so that you see that they are not the same price anymore. So when you're sending a proxy and the person gets there and is telling you, the 2,900 you gave me they're saying is 18,400, you don't have to doubt the person, or maybe you feel that the person is trying to defraud you. That's the exact amount that Spanish embassy in Lagos collects for per page. So if you're legalizing a document that is like 2 pages, you're going to be doing 18,400 times 2. Get this at the back of your mind. And also, if you want to authenticate, because you need to submit photocopies of that said document you're legalizing, and they will have to authenticate it. So I would like to I just want to talk about now, in order to wrap up this video, other changes that have actually occurred in the Spanish embassy, of late, concerning payments or Spanish embassy from I'm talking way back in 2020, how much was being collected to now. In 2020, in order to get your marriage certificate verified, there was a sum that was paid to the lawyers. They call it lawyer fee. And this lawyer, I beg your pardon, this lawyer fee has changed also. The fee that was being collected then is not the same fee that is being collected now. Then, marriage certificates that were done in Lagos was 60,000, but now is 90,000. Guys, are you seeing the difference? Then marriage certificate gotten from Edo, Delta, and Western states were 65,000, now is 95,000. And also marriage certificate gotten from the Eastern region. So if you did your marriage in the East, Anambra, Imo, Enugu, before it was what they collect as lawyer fee was actually 70,000. That's how much I paid back then. Now it's actually 100,000 naira. So the difference is clear. Money has increased drastically. Also, if you did your marriage in Abuja and northern states, so wherever you did your marriage from Abuja going down north, before they used to collect the fee at 80,000, but right now they are collecting 110,000. So you can see the difference. If you need to take down these things, you can rewatch this video and also take notes of what I'm saying, because Spanish embassy is not where you go to and you start pricing this lawyer fee. They don't price there. Once they tell you this is the amount you're supposed to pay, if you don't have the correct figure, you definitely will not be able to do what you came there to do that day. So it's good you know, just rewatch this video again and again if you need to get clarification on any detail, or also send me comments, whatever you need me to explain properly. I will surely get back to you on that, because going to Spanish embassy using a proxy or doing it yourself, it can be very taxing. I remember when I did mine back then in 2020, I had to do a lot of things 2 times and 3 times. I didn't have videos like this to watch and, you know, get an insight of what I'm getting into. So I spent more than I was supposed to spend, because you will spend transport to come there. You will spend you will spend some documents. You would do it 2 times because the first one you didn't do it well, and they also charged you for that. So it's better you watch this video properly and get your facts straight, get the fees ready, just prepare everything very well in order for you to be able to gain access and get legalization successful. Get your legalization successfully done, so that you don't have to send the person in there and the person comes out and tells you, oh, I'm sorry, I could not do it that day. Remember that right now, in order to get an appointment for legalization, it takes 3 months. So just imagine if you have something you need to do in Spain with this legalized document, and you go there and it flops, and you come out and the person comes out and tells you, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. You need to book another appointment and wait again for 3 months. It's not like then when it took only 1 week. So you need to be able to get everything, you know, documented properly. Get the documents, make sure they are everything you need. Get the fees and make sure they are everything you need. I wish that I've been able to help 1 or 2 people. I just really wish that I've been able to help 1 or 2 people in order to know more about getting your documents legalized in Spanish embassy in whatever country that you may be in. And also, guys, feel free to leave the comment in the comment section. I know sometimes things might be very confusing and this short video might not be enough to explain properly. If you need further explanations, follow me at Malawi the Bag on IG and leave a message in my DM. I also will be attaching my email address in the description box below, so that you leave your comments there or you leave your questions there for further clarifications or personal discussions. Thank you for joining me again on this one. My old subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you. You're the real MVP. Please do well to share this video to other people who may be in need of getting papers legalized and who really need this information of the fees that are actually changing in Spanish embassies. Thank you so much and see you on my next video. Doo-doo.